Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Silver Gauntlets. Today we've got the 13th qualifier of the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Season 6 Standard Tournament here. I'm Star returning to TSG Comms after a long hiatus. With me on comms today is PK and Red. How are the two of you doing?
Doing good, Star. How are you guys doing?
I am also fantastic.
Doing alright myself. Looking forward to a good restream here. We have ourselves Lefty, Mafrucci, TJ, and Chuckles here on restream today. Should be a good restream, and we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, this should be a good matchup of four runners we get to see today.
Yep. Now for eyeing slots in the Challenge Cup currently. And for half qualifiers left to go. Currently, Mafrucci has let's see. So Chuckles is in 126th place currently in the standings with 4 qualifiers. TJ's at 198th with 3 qualifiers. Mafrucci 194th with 4 quals, and Lefty's at 83rd with 5 quals currently. It is looking like we have a Spirit Medallion start with Saria's song.
We are also starting as a child, so depending on where the spawn is, who thinks we might see early adult?
I feel like early adults is pretty safe here, considering. I mean, yeah, you can just like early adults is usually safe. It just kind of depends on what you want, but the spawn's gonna matter a lot for that. Because if you're really far away, like, this is gross. Like if you spawn in Kokiri.
Yeah, we'll have to see, because we don't have a quick way to market. We don't have Serenade, and we don't have Prelude for that.
Yeah, no fast way back. Like if you start in Kokiri, you're like, okay, I'll just like child Kokiri is perfectly fine.
You just commit to the whole child bit.
Yep. If you spawn in market, then it's like, okay, now I get to consider it. Maybe you go to Lon first, but
See, we have righty versus lefty. That's interesting.
What are the settings for the seed? So this is going to be random spawns. A random spawn is child, vanilla spawn is adult. It is it is 6 Medallion Bridge. The Gans Castle boss key is removed. There are no foolish hints. Burning Hack has been added to the always hint pool, and there are 7 sometimes hints. The King's Horoscope has been in this rule set specifically for Season 6 and Challenge Cup. Otherwise, it's your regular old racing settings. There's no sanities, no scrubs, shops, skulls, any of that. Just your regular old stuff. And that command's added age.
Looks like we're
off.
Looks like we are off. Child spawn in front of the Runia. I guess that works. Immediate Runia check.
So immediate divergence. Chuckles peeking the wall.
Yep. That is the fastest Runia spawn of all time. Okay, check of all time. Considering you spawn basically in his face. Maybe it's on the other side of the entrance, I can't tell, but that is the fastest Runia spawn I have checked I've ever seen. It works, and just nuts, unfortunately, so we're gonna light the Goron pot. We're gonna get moving.
What about
Can't do the Goron pot just yet, but why not, I suppose, for lighting the torches.
Would have been very fun to see just like immediate bomb bag on Darunia or something like that.
That would have been hilarious, and actually a really nice spot, too.
Yep.
Yeah, we all know how bad Goron City could be. It would just be great to get that out of the way.
Yeah, don't have to think about coming back outside of lighting the pot, but then having to leave.
Yeah.
Immediately to Lost Woods. Completely fair.
Basically, going to be your typical Kokiri Lost Woods route from here yet. Not really surprising with a child Goron City spawn.
Yeah, let's get ready for the info dump.
Opponent and ice. Looks like 2 people went right for the song and 2 people went into Kokiri. Irons.
Ooh, it's suns. Good for moving around.
Yep, always good to have. Big chest on Kokiri sword chest is our first
Hey.
bomb bag. Speaking of, that's still a pretty decent spot. And iron boots look like they were the big chest in Mido's house. Kokiri is path to Goma.
Do you have bomb bag or irons for Goma? Maybe we just find our Kokiri sword in the bomb grotto somewhere.
Yes. Let's see. SFM is it? That's okay.
And then that was Valley Baronade?
Okay. Valley path to something and CAC path to PG. Okay.
Valley to Baronade.
Alright. Good hits.
Get to do early Valley. Always.
Yeah.
I guess nice.
No.
If you're anti-Valley, now's not a good day to be anti-Valley.
You could just like stick on it and just be like, "Yep, I don't want to do it."
I mean, you could. It just wouldn't work out very well for you.
No, it wouldn't. Just bank on Jabu being your last dungeon. Check it as adult. It's on the hammer chest. It's always this.
Yeah, I could see most people here. They're gonna go out the main entrance of Kokiri and just go down Hyrule Field, get the bomb checks along the way, along the valley.
Yeah, we're out in Valley to Lake and probably possibly take the elephant there to market. See what time of day is at that point. Skulk is giving us a hook shot. Alright, that's a useful item.
There's the Saria song start.
It wasn't for Darunia, but it certainly was for that. Yeah, I mean, it could be hammer rocks in Valley for the path, but we don't know where that hammer is. So you might as well check it as child, especially because the 2 checks in Valley are a bit of a pain to do as adult. You might as well do it as a child and see if you need to come back with a hammer whenever the hammer shows up, because who knows where it is.
Yeah, and it honestly gives you a somewhat okay path to get back to market just by using the owl. Like you can do GV first, and then just once you're in Lake Hylia, do Lake Hylia, and then ride the owl.
Yep. And so far, pretty typical start. Bomb bag and hookshot, very nice early items. Iron boots, we'll see how useful they end up being. Who knows right now. See, Lost One's bomb grotto hint is that Pickleron is dead. Always good to know. And we'll see the Lost One's bridge here for Chuckles. Which is telling us CAC is still path to P. Is that CAC to PG? Or...
That was Cactomorpha.
Yeah, we have double.
Wowee.
Cactomorpha? Wowee. CAC has stuff. So that confirms that he does iron boots, like, at least, which is nice. And that also tells us, and we also got our first bottle off the Lost Woods Bridge scrub. It's nice to have. No skull since yet, so we may or may not need that bottle at some point. No Lost Woods paths, but who knows?
Ooh, we have Lefty back in the Goron City. Completely agree with this.
Makes sense, really. Just come back here and check your bomb lock checks, so you never need to think about it. Because there have been calls so far where people got bit by not doing Child Goron City early.
Yes, a particular magic on this particular Goron, I remember.
I think it was the hammer that tripped people up in here earlier in another Qual. Zora Tunic is not immediately it, but it's nice to have with Morpha being required.
That also pretty much says the other hookshot could be in Kakariko for Morpha.
Yep.
More or less.
Yeah, at that point, there's not much else it could be outside of, like, maybe like a bow.
Could be a bow, could be hover boots, could be something leading to ZL. We don't know where that is at right now.
Yeah, it could be Song of Time.
Could be Song of Time.
Could also be something to do OoT to get Song of Time.
Smile. Just waiting for the Ocarina hint. As soon as I see it.
That'll always be fun. We do already know that it's looking like our stone layout's not going to be the friendliest. We've already got paths to Goma, Baronade, Phantom, Ganon, and Morph. No hint for Volve, no hint for... There's no hint for Volve, there's no hint for King Dongo, no hint for Bongo or Twin Rova. Alright.
So the stones could be either really nice or really not nice.
Mostly not nice at this point with missing Volve, Bongo, and Twin Rova as well as KD. Most of those are not friendly options. Nope, 2 small chests here in the maze, so that's a nice stick upgrade. 30 skulls is dead, okay. And another herpes. May as well get the skull here, especially since you just got a stick upgrade. There's no reason not to, since you have plenty of sticks to spare.
Lefty should have Song of Time, so I guess I'll note, if you're coming from the maze back here, and you have, Sun Song, you can play Sun Song just to get right back to your last entrance, instead of walking all the way back.
Yeah, well, it's exciting to just walk over and head back to Lost Woods. Nothing on the pot there, with TJ and Mafrucci both doing it as Chuckles is heading back out of SFM. We have seen Wolf's Grotto, right?
Yes. Pretty sure we've seen someone do it.
Figured we probably have, and just want to make sure, because I don't remember there seeing it, but I assume it was nothing.
Yeah, I don't believe it was anything.
Check confirming, thank you, just Loopy. Sora Tunic there for TJ. And now Lefty, speaking of using Sunsong to warp, is doing exactly that. Ooh, hover boots off the Lost Woods Scrub Grotto. Okay, that's an item you need, potentially. Frox 2 is double defense. I guess we're not getting that today.
Yeah, no double defense today.
The big sad.
Yeah, and was it the DMC Grotto? I was wondering where that was, because I was like, I don't actually remember which generic that's in. It's not the Lost Woods one.
And we get our first look at Field from Chuckles.
Heart container, it looked like, on the crater wall from Mafrucci. Who's going to go get the skull and probably head out of here. Does not have enough time to get the heart now, unfortunately.
Ooh, Mafrucci taking the owl down the cack. We know it's double path.
Probably
makes sense.
Yeah,
and
early
can even
chicken
get
seems
this
safe.
check. And can even get the Implicat here, which is a nice check. Nice art piece. Nice health refill since he was running a bit low there. Ooh, Remote Grotto has a big chest in it, and a hit that Valley is still path to Baronade, thanks. And that's a long shot in Hyrule Field.
Okay, game.
Why is Cack path to Morpha?
Song of Time. Maybe.
Maybe.
It very well could be Song of Time on just a windmill, honestly.
If it's not that, we've got concern. I am concerned.
Yes.
Because it can't be ZL directly. That doesn't work with the because ZL cannot be pathed in the setting in this hit distribution. So what is it? Since we already have both hookshots and iron boots and a Zora tunic all in logic, another big chest and 50 is dead.
What if it were Dins? That'd be pretty spicy.
That would be spicy. Bomb shoes off chickens is a nice find as we get lighters in the open grotto. Sure. This eater's been generous as all heck right now.
Thank you, Hyrule Field.
Right? I guess like items. You want items? Here's just a load of them.
Here's everything you could want.
Pretty much. Another Chupac in the Reddead Grotto. Speaking of stuff, let's just get more of it. And Scrub Grotto is junked. It could be a strength true for, or bow for the central bow target. Those are possibilities for water path, they're just less likely. The most obvious culprits of water paths have been found, at least. It's not even Tunic logic.
Yeah.
I really want to know what the ZL is, where ZL is at this point, because that's going to tell us a lot.
Yeah. Very much could be something like...
See, top of DC? Oh, just a bomb refill.
Yeah. Boulder Destiny, let's see if this has anything to finish at our rather looted field. Really,
Okay.
game? Really? As I say that, Pierre is a small key. And what's this big chest?
Oh
A
my god.
hammer! Okay. Well, as our two left side runners are heading for Valley, we have the items. We have a hammer for hammer rocks if that ends up being necessary. Though we don't have really any long shot to cross that bridge because that was also in Hyrule Field. Because this scene is just stupid at this point. Game, what is this?
Slingshot.
Uh-oh.
Why is a slingshot path to Baronade?
Be a good way to top this off.
We have a bit of a sync between Chuckles and Lefty.
Yep. Back of Kakin coming for TJ's going to be at next hit with yet another big chest game! 40 is also dead, so we don't need to worry about skills today, besides 10 and 20. And there's a strength. Okay, game, what is just everything? Also, there's something they want in the waterfall as town gives us a refund.
My question to the seed is, what's the catch?
There's always a catch.
There?
Oh, that's the boomerang. That's path. Yawn. Okay, so boomerang's path. It's not the slingshot. We're fine. Giant Plant Shadow is dead. Useful. This seed is bonkers.
This seed is nuts.
Sure. We've written down 12 major items and have seen 2 separate Chupacs as well in the first 15 minutes of this seed. That's a little bit stupid.
Yeah, just a little.
Pot Shadow.
Yeah, duplicate at the Lake Lab.
If the seed wants to be really nice, we would see Rudos on like child fishing.
If it wants to be mean, we'd see. If it wants to be mean, we'd see Rudos on requiring scale.
It's possible. Let's see. TS. There's a Chupac for TJ off chickens. Getting some skulls there for Lefty, which is good. With that being double path, it's a decent chance 10 or 20 skulls has one of those things.
Din's toilet. We don't want to see Din's.
No
And
Dins,
more
please.
explosives for TJ. It's been a loaded seed.
Everything is bombs, if you truly believe it is.
Rudos on pose would be trolly, yeah. Though how trolly that is would depend on where the bow and Eponos are.
It's true.
Of course, you know, with the bottle and the boat, you can always get posed without Epona.
Yep. Red Rupee off of the Tech Grotto for Mafrucci, so we don't need to worry about that today. Ah, true that Eponas isn't iced. That would be a good point. So Big Po's could only have a Rufus letter if there's a Big Po bottle available somewhere.
Oh. Duh.
The bot seems a little bored. The hinted app is actually meant to be the items. That's the path items. The bot is looking at the wrong cells. We will need to tell HK to fix that after this, but that is what it is. Yeah, bot's a smidge bork today. It'll get fixed eventually. It's there. It's just a little bit. It's just a smidge illegible.
Have we seen a Lamon yet? Looks like.
Yeah, we have.
We
Okay.
have at least. We've seen Talon's chickens earlier. I completely forgot what the song was.
I believe it was Minuet.
Oh. The one time you don't get to just go there.
Yeah, Minuet.
Okay, thank you. We have absolutely no idea what the Ocarina of Time song is. We're missing a bunch of songs, and we haven't seen the hint yet. We've seen a lot of hints, but we haven't seen that one.
Minuet, cool.
Yeah, we still need to see where ZL is, but the only thing we do know for sure is it can't be OoT. At least we can rest assured there.
Do we know that for sure yet?
No, I guess we don't.
We don't know our full medallion layout yet, technically. If I remember. Or Restream doesn't know yet.
Gotta hope that doesn't happen.
I mean, it's unlikely since we know that at least one of Shadow or Job or Spirit is a stone, because both of we've gotten 4 of our path hints, and neither of which were for Shadow, none of which were for Shadow or Spirit. And we've only got Shadow, Spirit, Fire, and DC are the dungeons we haven't seen any path hints for. So 3 of those 4 are stones. So at least one of Shadow or Spirit's a stone, and Shadow's guaranteed ZL locked. Spirit is likely ZL locked, but yeah, at the moment we're still missing some info.
Yeah, good chance, but not 100% sure yet.
Go check the diving grotto.
Just more child cleanup for all runners, doing things you've already seen from the others.
Yep.
What are you guys hoping to see in this seed, considering how loaded this start was? Because this has been a bonkers.
Just a nice Kokiri sword would be great. that one could scale very sadly. Like it's probably bomb locked. It could theoretically be in like Water Temple or something too, but just no really long chain bomb requirements.
Yeah, because so far our paths, KirinaGoma's got themselves a bomb bag and iron boots. Bomb bag unlocks a lot of stuff, but there's also 3 in the game, so
Yep.
If it is bomb, so there may be another bomb bag available. Versus iron boots, there's only 1 pair of iron boots, but they don't unlock each time. So
yeah,
I think Kokiri sword and Central Pillar would be great.
that would be pretty funny. We do already have that as Lord Shiniki even for that. Let's see our other paths. Valley to Baronade for a boomerang, thanks. Very obvious, very clear, there's really nothing else to say about that, and so far the only thing we found 2 Chupacks and a strength upgrade in CAC, which is likely path to one of Phantom Ganon or Morpha, but it can't be path to both, so there has to be something else in CAC. What is that something else? Who knows? Ooh, we're seeing some really rare skulls from
Ooh.
here, from Chuckles.
Ocarina is storms? Oh.
Oh no.
That's concerning.
That was
That's
terrifying.
really concerning.
With the flood of items that we've been receiving,
Like, we've got a bunch of items that could be from daily dungeons, but they could also be from the stone dungeons. Remember, at least one of Shadow or Spirit is a stone. That's not really something you want to see.
We've also gotten hovers, hammer, 2 things at least that are possibly stone.
Yeah, because fire is also possibly a stone. At least 2 of Shadow Spirit and fire are stones. DC could also be a stone, but it might be a medallion, and it's DC, so nah.
Yeah, if that's a stone, it's like, okay. A lot of people tend to do that anyways, so.
Yeah. Hover boots were on the Lostwood Scrub Grotto. I don't know who all picked them up. They probably should have all picked them up all in Lost Woods, but I'm not 100% sure, I'll be honest with you. Draco.
I only remember seeing one runner with the hovers, but I can't remember who it was myself.
Yeah. We saw at least one back hit from Mafrucci, but I managed to miss the second. Now I know what was the OT hit. I don't know if he checked the other. If he did, I missed it. If Kokiri Sword is in the Kokiri Storms Grotto for that path, we're in for fun.
Oh yeah, that is a possibility.
It is a possibility, yes. We really want to keep an eye out for where are the other 2 bomb bags, because if we find a not bomb-locked bomb bag, that's concerning. The hammer is bomb-locked today in the Boulder of Destiny, so we know that the hammer won't help us with giving us more checks that aren't bomb-locked.
Yep.
Hey
What fun are
Tannerin,
you
welcome
missing?
into... We've got loads and loads and loads of stuff 24 minutes in.
Yeah, Seed's giving us all the items, opening the whole world for us to explore. But we're still waiting
And
for the
storms.
catch.
Yeah, what, Storms on OT with PneumaticKomodo might be that catch. We're also missing
Speaking
our
of
final
a catch.
captain, so... Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of a catch, we have chaw fishing.
So Nightcack for Chuckles is going, and for Lefty here, so we will see Dompe digging, nice routing for this Sunsong for time of day. We'll
We should
get
also
see the
see some
skulls.
skulls, yeah.
We'll get 10 here. See if this is one of our paths. Cack is double path to Phantom Cannon and Morpha. What for? We don't know yet. Chat confirming that Chuckles is the only one with Hopper so far. That is true that there was probably some Ruby management issues for the others, so they'll likely get those as adult.
Yeah, we know Phantom Ganon is one of the things we have to do, so getting that then is not the worst thing in the world.
Nope, hover boots, especially since you already have Longshot, don't open up a ton at the moment. So it's not really a big deal, and they don't have it here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Big
Cack's
chest
path
open.
to Morpho. We saw this earlier. This is back of Cack.
Wow.
Not that strength.
Strength.
Yeah, Cack is path to Morpho, possibly for that strength upgrade, but we already have Irons, and Longshot, and a Zora Tunic. Speaking of Longshot, there it is from Mafrucci. So it's concerning. What can be in Cack even? It's not even hover boots. Because we have that too.
Well,
Not
so
a strength upgrade. It's
if
not.
Cack if Cack is for Phantom Ganon, like the strength is probably it. At this point for Morpho, we're looking at like what, Bow, Song of Time.
Something stupid. That
something stupid. Yeah, the bows.
I'm not sure how much there is left for something stupid, even at this point, I'll be honest. Considering how much we've seen, there's only so many items in the game. A lens is possible.
All 3 bows are in well.
That's possible, potentially, yeah. Because none of our dungeons we don't have medallion info for Fire Shadow Spirit, and
Oh, there's a bow.
well, okay, so that's a bow.
So I guess the answer is just yes.
The answer is yes.
Probably. I mean, there's a thing too, is that is a bow, but there's also there's 3 bows in the seed, and also, which one's path to what? Because we've got a strength and a bow to Phantom getting a Morpha, but which one's path to which dungeon is not clear.
I guess we won't know for sure until someone goes to water and we see the key layout.
Yeah. Alright, Dompe digging. It's just a heart piece. Vanilla.
Thank you, Dompe, for the heart.
Because I want to know where are the other bows, where are the other strings, where are the other bomb bags, too. There is a heart container on bomb shoe bowling from Mafrucci. Not really worth picking up at this point. And a heart piece.
So yeah, talk about a child 1 section.
Yeah.
No kidding. We are 28 minutes in. We've got so much stuff. It's we're debating over what's left in the seed. Hey, Hell Knight, welcome in. Speaking of, we can see. We've got all of our always hits so far have been mostly dead, besides the concerning storms on OoT. Considering though that at least. Well, there's a ball on child shooting, but considering that at least 2 of Fire, Shadow, and Spirit are stones, if it is OoT storms required, it's gonna be a really sucky OoT storms required.
It would be very sad. Like, as soon as you figure out something's in well, or like you find a well path, you're gonna be like, oh.
No 1500?
Nope. Always nice to see. Anyone who rushed adult probably punished. No kidding, Kinra. No kidding.
What was that in TARDIS? I missed it.
Something completely dead, I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, they would have boomeranged it.
True.
I think it was a huge
of these
rupee.
runners, something like that. Check confirming, because yeah, I think all 4 of these runners know how to boomerang the chest in the graveyard crate. They go on the graveyard crate, not the chest. Lol. Yeah, some make golden and we already have lights, so it's not that. Let's see if Richard's a good boy today from Mafrucci. And highly not too bad, I guess. Yeah, I've got OT on Storms, which would be, as far as we can tell, we haven't seen a full medallion check yet, but we do already have 4 of our 5 path hints. So, we know that if it is OT, it's gonna be a really sucky day. OGC's dead, Kak is still path to PG, Burning Kak is Prelude, and Frox 2 is still double defense. Lovely. Good news, ZL is not on Burning Kak. Bad news, we still don't know where it actually is.
It could just be one of our opening adult songs, hopefully.
Hopefully.
You have menu.
We'll also finally confirm our final medallion dungeon. As I am curious, because we haven't seen our 5th path. There are 5 medallion dungeons besides, since we have started with the Spirit Medallion, but we don't know what the 5th is. I'm also curious what is our 5th path hint. Alright, hints. It says, DC, Forest. DC is the one we are missing. DC, Forest, Jabu, Deku, Water.
So Stone, Shadow, and Stone Spirit. It's not what you wanted
And
to
Stone
see.
Fire. Yippee! Been discussing the possibility of our Stone Dungeon Stone layout being atrocious, and it certainly is not good.
Oh, ZL on Minuet. That's not too bad.
That isn't too bad, no. And in Logitech, so that's where that is. So, unless Song of Time is required, I think we have everything for water now. We've got a strength, we've got a bow, we've got long shot irons. We have a Zora tunic.
Yeah, I think Song of Time's the last thing that even could be.
Pretty much. So that makes it very likely that a bow is just straight up path and cack, or strength is a possibility, and the whichever one isn't path to morph is path to Phantom, which also makes sense.
Oh, did Mafrucci miss the bow and strength? Okay, I thought they were going straight to forest.
No, he hasn't gotten the bow off 10 skulls or the strength and cack yet. You know, we're also not missing much of anything, to be honest.
No.
Something I hadn't mentioned yet, but we have everything for forest, we have everything for water, we obviously have it for DC. We're missing a Rudo's letter for Jabu, the Kokiri sword for Deku, and I think that's it. Oh, and the magic meter.
Yeah. Magic can always be fun, too.
Magic could be in Ganon's, honestly, at this point. We
True.
don't need it for our medallions. We do know that magic can't be behind OoT, because Shadow's a stone.
Let's go for magic and light trial.
That would be funny. So, you know, the other thing is, we haven't seen the path to King Dodongo hit yet. KD is a medallion, but we already have which can only be for a bomb bag in these settings. We already have found a bomb bag in path to Goma Kokiri. So a King Dodongo path might not exist because the bomb bag is being hinted on a different path already, which takes it out of the pool from being hinted for King Dodongo.
Yep.
That begs the question: what is our fifth path?
Strength was open grotto macaque.
Yep. Yeah, question then becomes, what is our fifth path hidden since we're missing so little? Decent chance it might be Hyrule Field.
Could be a second Goma hint.
It could be a second Goma hint. That would actually be kind of nice, since second
really
Goma
happy.
or second Baronade might be nice, because those are the only two things we're really missing right now, is Letter and Kokiri Sword. And our current path to Gomad hint and current path to Baronade hint are not very helpful. Bomb bag and Boomerang. Gee, thank you. Really needed that info.
Maybe we see Kokiri is actually double path. Kokiri to Morpha for the irons.
Yeah,
That would be... It's also possible, yeah.
With how many things we've actually seen so far, it's very possible we just end up getting duplicates.
Who said lens?
Why is that a lens in double path cack? Remember that we are currently assuming it's a bow and strength, but there are 3 bows and 3 strengths in the game, so... I'm not sure I want to see that lens.
Logical crossing is almost a thing.
It is. Almost a thing, indeed. We're just missing a magic for it. Alright, what's the windmill song? Is this helpful? Okay, so it could be that for Morpha.
Yep.
So, once again, why is Cack to Morpha? Yes.
Basically.
Yes. Cack probably is just Morpha at this point.
Alright, time for Forest Double for Chuckles. Who does not have a strength mark on this track yet. That's actually a bit concerning.
I'm pretty sure he grabbed it. Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, because he did Rufio when the Open Grotto was child.
Yep.
That is 14 skulls. Yeah, actually, I think he was the first to get a strength, so we're good there. Just need to have it marked on his tracker. But this will be a forest full clear for him. Looks like we've got Hinton River were repeat of Fire Pier, chest repeat of OGC, and Colossus' right hand is dead. So, if for whatever reason we ever need to go to Stone Spirit, we know it's not Longshot locked, though that doesn't matter anyway, because we have the Longshot. Great. Good to know, game. Thanks.
Bowl of pizza.
Uptime, this Hell Knight is a bot so you can get set up in your channel that will provide all kinds of emotes when you type in one of a wide variety of prompts. If you type in pup time, it'll give you dog emotes. If you type in cat time, it'll give you cat emotes. Dragon time will get you dragon emotes, so on and so forth. There's chair time, there's love time, hug time, sleep time. I think there's cozy time, there's snake time. There's a long list of the things.
Sleep time appropriate for where Chuckles is.
Yep. Yes, there's also that certain article. I don't feel like mentioning it on comms.
Oh boy.
But there are there's probably cow time. There's some variety of E time. I'm not sure what specifically. I don't actually know how you get pup time set up. You may want to ask Trez potentially about how he got it on ZSR, but it's pretty neat. ZSR chat is fun with it on a regular basis.
Like we also have Dompe time.
Sure. Yeah, I know it's something to do with the pup time Twitch, just don't know what specifically does there. Cow time is exactly one emote, lol. I mean, it's still one emote. Dompe Race is a heart container and a heart feast, okay. And it's time for Forest for Lefty.
Double Forest.
Double Forest, which so far has been a snooze.
Will we see a triple?
Quite possible at this rate, honestly.
Yeah, Chuckles and Lefty, Forest, Mafrucci, and TJ doing things that are not Forest.
As Mafrucci gets his lens off Andrew, that reminds me that bird time is another one of Pup Time's many triggers.
Okay, we might just see Quad here in a second.
I think we will. Mafrucci's going to finish off checking the window here, and then he will also be off to Forest. There's a second bomb.
That's not bomb locked.
Let's see. Bow was on 10 skulls, strength and back at the CAC.
Hookshot was just on Saria, Minuet was free.
That's not good. Okay, so that's informational at least. We want to go to Water Temple is what that tells us. For the secondary path to Goma, because it's either Water Temple, the toilet, icy waters, or oh no.
Or the dreaded Song of Storms.
Yeah, that's what I meant by or oh no.
Yes, toilet.
Yeah, that is not a bomb bag. That also explains why there's no path to King Dodongo hint. It's not because bomb bag's path to Goma, it's because there is no path to go bomb bag. That works. That does leave the question still of what is our fifth path hint, though because we've seen so much stuff, the fifth path hint might not be helpful. Decent chance it points to one of the 10 zillion items we've gotten already here in the first 40 minutes of the seed.
Ping me when toilet intensifies.
Yeah, Forest Courtyard's giving us a bomb bag and a bunch of keys, about as usual. So we will see, where is our other stuff here? Also, I am reminded that TJ doesn't have a bow yet, so hasn't done 10 skulls, I don't think. Which feels a little bad. He's gonna have to come back here with a bow from 10 skulls, it looks like, unless there's a... because we know there's not a bow in the courtyards. And I don't know if he'll want to go all the way to bow chest without a bow, because it's pretty slow. He's hoping for that bow to be right here, but it's not the case.
Yeah, disappointment incoming.
Though he should know that the odds are very good that the bow is just in CAC, since he has a CAC path to Phantom Ganon and hasn't found a whole bunch of anything leading. I guess Song of Time for Courtyard access is what he might be thinking, because there's not a whole lot that... You know, he's really only missing a bow forest, even in logic, and there's not much. And there's only so many things he's found in CAC.
You know, Death Star, had they set up here, they could 3-key. I think, yeah.
They actually could, yes. I don't know how many of them know how to do 3-key forest, but you do technically have the items for it in this seed.
Knock on. Sun's always nice in the Sun's grave, so you can just leave with that.
Yep.
And get the hint.
At this point, we're missing Bolero, Serenade, Requiem, and Prelude off of Prelude. So what am I missing? Prelude, Crater, Colossus, and a song check. I'm forgetting right now. Prelude's on Burning Cat. Yeah, so Bolero, Serenade, Requiem between Crater, Colossus, and the Prelude check. So nothing too overly. Nothing too overly concerning. Bolero and Serenade to have a jump to really unlock anything, and Requiem we don't really want to see a Stone Spirit, so that's fine.
And here we are, folks. The dreaded quad force.
Yeah.
We've made it.
Keeping an eye mostly on Chuckles here, since he's the first this long in this place, just taking down the red po.
Yeah, the front being kind of key heavy. Hopefully the back has at least one item.
Oop.
Or here.
Strength 2. Interesting.
Also strength locked, so that could also confirm our PG path. Yeah, maybe we're looking at strength for PG, bow for Morpho.
It is possible. We haven't seen a second strength or a second bow, so currently both are path.
But we just got strength 2 in Forest.
Oh no, we got strength 2 in forest. I'm scatterbrained.
Yeah, at the red post, so strength locked.
I looked at my awareness. They were checking that. So yeah, that is a strength locked strength, and we don't know about bows yet. It's not even over here in any case, because that's a key.
It could also be the other way around. It just really depends on the key layout for water, really.
Yeah, it really does. We'll see.
I would imagine someone's going to water soon. Although we don't have Serenade, so you're going to have to hike.
We're going to have to hike, but there's not really a reason not to, especially as they all know now that it can't possibly be, especially with Iron's path to Goma. I think you pretty much have to do for water after this.
Yeah, really, because where else are you going to go? You can't do Java yet. You can't do
DC's
Deku.
the other choice.
Yeah, maybe you go. Yeah, you could just go through Lost Woods DC from here. Pick up Adult Garon City on the way. Get the Bolero song.
Which might be Serenade too, so yeah, that would be a decent choice.
Yeah, getting the Bolero song, and then this is the Forest Medallion, right?
Yes.
So 2 songs potentially incoming. If one of them Serenade, you're like, oh cool, I can just go do Water Temple.
More reason to look away again.
Yeah. Cloud Forest is not the most interesting of things. Forest is a very long and very linear dungeon. Yeah, there's one path you follow through it. The early part of Forest, the courtyard is loaded. The rest of it's pretty slow with a very spaced out check, so it ends up being little bit of a snooze to watch sometimes.
Yeah, I'll die on the hill that the first half of Forest can be interesting depending on what you have. But yeah, the second half, it's always the same.
Another big chest.
Oh.
Strength 3.
If it's strength, I'm gonna laugh. And nope, silver scale. Well, that'll be nice for Jabu later, at least. And it's not really necessary for anything else. Although I don't distinctly remember the letter spot is, if someone in chat can confirm what that was. Though no one said, ooh, big thing on the letter spot, so I assume probably nothing major.
Yeah, I believe Rudo's spot was dead.
Yeah, it was a purple rupee.
Okay. So yeah, skill not necessary for anything at all. Maybe logically required for lap die, but it doesn't really matter. Ooh, we've got Lefty song is going right now, and that's we have Cass's theme on the Southwest fight here, which I quite like from Breath of the Wild. Or it was there for the Southwest fight. Now we're back to the whatever this is.
Oh, that's just his mini boss fight music? Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because I really love the theme. This one currently, whatever it is, I don't recognize it. It's not bad, but it's also not Cass's theme, which is a real jam. Alright, and TJ is out of Forest Temple, has gotten boat locked out of here, so is hopefully going to follow that path back to CAC.
Oh yeah, we still haven't seen the BK yet.
Oh yeah, that's in the basement, because of course it is. Yeah, our bot seems to not be recognizing the some of our chat bot seems to be slightly on the fritz, so we will need to fix that at some point. Give our runners a follow once I can find the links for them.
Yeah, so you want to check these runners out. They all look good for Challenge Cup at the least. So we'll be seeing more from them here on the Silver Gauntlets.
Yep.
Looking like TJ is getting potential. There is one away from 10 skulls, so then the bow won't be as bad. But it does still feel a bit bad that you don't have one at this point.
So, found the runner links in chat as TJ gets his hover boots. And also, baseball beating me to it. Whoops! Thanks, baseball! Let's see.
Baseball.
Tom's link is also busted. You can see my link in chat. And I am not certain of your. I am not certain of YouTube's Twitch links off the top of my head, as you get the boss key for Chuckles. And thank you to our trackers as well. Milkweed, Baseball, Lady Draco, and Fansite down here. Much appreciated for your work.
Brett Duster. Thank you.
Hi Rob, yep, it's Triple Forest. We had Quad Forest a few minutes ago, but TJ doesn't have a bow yet, so has left and is currently failing to do Lick the Goron. Just to chew there.
That's half a heart. Could be sad.
Ooh.
As a quarter of a heart.
Link chose violence today.
And Metagoron hint is 50 skulls is still dead. Where is this fifth path?
No, but it's looking very sad wherever it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's a good chance it's going to be completely useless with how much stuff we have. I'm just curious what it is. The last half hint is the friendly meds along the way, the Tannerin. Random getting good when Chuckles a bit of a hard time here.
And down goes PG, finally.
Yep.
Just 3 more to go.
Yep. Siberian, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about TJ's crouching. He just has a really odd stream layout, unfortunately. We can't do anything about it. And Phantom Cannon, just a heartbeat. So, Forest giving us a second bomb bag and a second strength, and not much else. No, and I guess a scale. That's really inconsequential.
Sorry, namely, no bow locked bow yet.
Nope.
That's true. Forest would be one of the first places you think of would have a bow if it's bow locked bow.
Do shooting gallery and CAC after getting the bow?
I don't think so. Sunsong Grave is dead. That's our final sometimes. Okay. That on the Deku tree there.
Serenade.
Alright, yeah, so starting the crater is very convenient as discussed, because we want to go water tunnel soon.
And also, if you do have the scale, it'll make going to Jabu later nice.
Yep. Everyone's going to get the scale, it's a big chest.
DC for Serenade.
Why is Colossus specifically? Don't call it DC for because that creates confusion.
Oh, yeah.
As a side note. Now, why is Colossus path to Baronade? It's not for the song. If it's for the song, that's Requiem Vanilla.
Okay, so something on the arch with Vanilla Requiem. I'm here for it.
It's because we are only missing 2. Yeah, that's Vanilla Requiem confirmed with Valero on Prelude.
Yeah, I like that. Rigo's letter on the arch. You have to cross to get Requiem, plant the bean, and pick it up on the arch.
Yeah. You know, here's the other big thing. I don't know how many people will get that hint because Kokiri Sword's completely AWOL for the moment, and Chuckles did the Deku hints after Force, which is a good way to route it, but not everyone does that.
Yep.
If you skip it, when do you hike all the way out to Colossus for Vanilla Requiem?
The only way I could think of you doing that is, because if you do GTG, which is technically an option at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say, eventually you get to a point where, okay, I just need to chase density, I'll do GTG. Well, GTG had nothing. Let's check Colossus. I have Strength 2 into Spirit Temple, and then you see the Arch or the Fairy Fountain.
Because, yeah, we know that there's no way for people to be able to deduct that Lens's path to anything because they've already got everything we could possibly want from Morpha and nothing about the Lens will help them. The Lens being in the path location might give them some idea. There's just too much stuff we have for Water Temple. That's not going to do much help for Lens and CAC.
That is true, Top File. Magic has to be available if this is the case.
Yep. So that's good to know. Let's see how the DMT hint is here for TJ. 40 is dead, so that's not helpful. I do hope, because Lefty did not check the Deku hints there, I do hope that the second copy is at least somewhat available, though there's not exactly any really good hint locations left for the second copy that's not DC, basically, at this point, so...
Yeah, you could just have the second copy of that be in Colossus. Really, what hint stones were left? 2 and 3
there's
Hyrule
a few really bad grottos, including the Storm's Locked ones.
Yeah, Zora's Fountain we haven't seen, nor Domain. And we're not seeing Domain until we're going to Jabu, most likely.
Pretty much. There's not a good reason to go until we have Letter, which is behind the Colossus path.
We do have a new hint coming up here.
Yeah, DC is the only really good hint location left. The rest of it's bad grottos, fountain, domain. One copy of a hint cannot be locked. When there's a hint for an item, 1 week HBA is still dead. Okay, so unfortunately that does not help. But with these hints, an item cannot lock both hint stones that it's that the item is pointing, an item that points to it So you can't have a Colossus Path to Baronade for letter with both hints and fountain. But since the first copy was freely available at Tier 0 as adult by the Deku Tree, the second copy could be anywhere, including in fountain behind letter. There's no guarantee that the second copy is available. Which is not helpful.
Kind of like the classic, you get one hint for knock on OT and the second copy is on the knock pad.
Yep, also quite common. I suppose the saving grace at this moment is that we're missing quite a bit of items required for AD Kinra. I'm not sure we can say it's quite a bit. We already have Strength 2 for Spirit, we have and a Path Colossus besides. We've got a Hammer for Fire, we've got Hovers for Shadow and Nocturne. We're missing Magic, Dins, and Mirror Shield is what we're missing for AD at the moment, which isn't a lot. Especially as we know that Magic has to be available somewhat early for that Colossus path.
I feel like at least one of those items is going to be in GTG.
Quite possible. Water suspicious right now with Kokiri Path to Goma for irons.
Yeah, I think next you're definitely just going straight to water, and you want to clear out as much of that as you can, because if you can find your Kokiri sword, cool. But then if you don't manage to find your Kokiri sword, then the suspicious targets are Toilet and Icy Waters, both of which are probably locked behind DC, or that Logical Crossing.
Yeah.
So that might be the reason to actually go GTG.
Mm-hmm. Is to go see about why our Iron Boots path, because it's not the bomb bag.
Do I have to do Toilet?
Or do I have to do AD at the rate we're going?
I imagine we probably see water before any of that, though.
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely do water. Oh, good news from Mafrucci, he's doing Deku hints. Please check the other one. The left side's common to check because it's pretty quick, but the right side is further out. And not everyone checks it, but it looks like he is going for it. He doesn't seem to know that you can just go around the right side very easily as Adult, because the Adult is taller. But he's getting the hint, and that's the big thing. He will know that Colossus's path, and this is really big info in this seed.
Yeah, that's like the entire late game routing at this point is that hint.
Basically, at this rate, yeah. Is go do water, see what's in there, and then probably run to Colossus if you don't, depending on what that is.
Yeah, and even if you do find it, like, it just, like, determines, should I do GTG right now or maybe wait? But...
Because if Kokiri Sword is in water, you might want to just run over to the Colossus afterwards just to verify, should I go buy a bean / do Child Spirit, basically.
Yep.
Because that's actually really good info to know right now, that only Chuckles and Mafrucci have. Lefty did not check the hints after Forest, and TJ hasn't finished Forest yet, so we don't know if TJ will check those hints.
Mafrucci must be close to 20 for doing
He
tactical.
is. We'll see what this is for him. Almost falls off the roof there, but does not do so, thankfully. It could be Kokiri's Sword in center chest with the key and toilet. Happy 1 hour, everyone, as well. We're an hour in. We are missing 3 items for Go Mode, and our hints are interesting for them. Just some errors off 20.
How nice. They give you a bow and a pack of arrows in the Skullhouse.
Yeah, right now it seems like Magic's going to be the scary thing, because we already know of 2. Or we already have kind of a path towards the other 2. So it's just Magic. That's, like, no idea. Or maybe it could be technically Magic for one of them, and then something's in Shadow or something.
Those are definitely not the correct settings.
Not at all.
Though we have a 6-med bridge. Ganon's boss be removed. Definitely no blue fire arrows.
Nope.
Can we get that
And
to season 7 though? Maybe.
that would be interesting. There's the bow finally for TJ, who probably isn't most amused at getting a bow off 10 skulls in hour 1 with 2 paths to cack hints.
Especially knowing you could have had
Okay.
that your first trip through. Yeah, that feels really bad.
Mm-hmm. At least he'll finish 4th and get his 3rd medallion now. EC for Lefty, Adult shooting for Chuckles, and Goron City here for Mafrucci.
Okay, here is a shooting gallery check. And nothing.
The 20 check for Chuckles.
Yeah, everybody's just kind of retracing each other's steps at the moment. Chuckles not done Anju?
Apparently not.
He did do most of CAC as a child, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's true. I'd honestly forgotten he hasn't done these checks.
Yeah, this seems like one of those just safety checks. See what's in here, because it looks like most it hasn't been here as adult yet, so. Especially since you don't have the song, so it's safe to go get it. Hoping that it's Requiem and then finding out it's Song of Time.
Yep.
Hitting that lens on Anju, you're like, yep, I guess we're crossing today.
Yeah, Chuckles is now confirmed. Well, great.
We have everything we need for Water Temple.
Yeah. I expect that's where Chuckles goes after this. Looks like another song, which is completely fine.
Has Chuckles been to Crater yet? Does he have Serenade?
That's a great question. I've seen a few people get Serenade, but I don't know if Chuckles was one of the people who got Serenade. I think so, because Chuckles did. I remember seeing Chuckles in Goron City.
If so, he would definitely be the first in the water.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to say what's left for Go mode, because K-Sword's pretty questionable about where it could be. But
K-Sword's questionable. Rudo's letter is a
but
and
best
magic
case
is
scenario,
who knows.
magic and K-Sword, basically.
Yeah. I mean, we know magic has to be available before this logical wasteland crossing. And main spots for that are water and
Oh, right. And Rudo's. Which we know has to be in Desert Colossus. Or something leading to it.
yeah, I mean, and
Well,
there's only so much that it could lead to in Colossus, really, at this point.
Yeah, the lack of magic for might actually make GTG even stronger. I mean, especially if you don't have Kokiri Sword at that point, but magic might be because magic is looking like the problem. So GTG usually has something.
Usually, it does have 13 items. The entirety of the place is in logic. We have Song of Time, Bow, Strength 2, Hover, Hookshot, Bombs, even the Hammer.
Yeah.
Like, Chuckles is hiking. I guess he did not pick up Serenade. Or is he going straight to the Rudo Valley area?
Tech Grotto, he hasn't checked this yet for those Irons path.
That's true. Could potentially do the crossing first.
Just a rupee?
Correct,
Okay,
Siberian.
Okay, he did.
All dungeons is storms. We have a Kokiri path to go by that only has a pair of iron boots, which is and toilet, which is also no access to icy waters. It's behind that Colossus path, which is who knows.
Being able to look at the other back of Lake Kent.
OoT the Storms, I think that was that the copy we saw earlier? Because baseball has a really good
We saw
point.
one there. Was that both copies back of Lake?
I don't remember if that was the same copy we saw earlier from I think Mafrucci.
Yeah, I think that was the one that we saw. I think the other one was Big Goron, wasn't it?
It is noted as Big Goron, yeah. So, but yeah, that's a point from baseball that this is the only copy of OT hits we've seen. No one else knows it's Storms.
Yeah,
So
explains why Chuckles was looking there, because you don't want to see, like, Requiem on AD and be like, oh.
Yeah.
Yes, the compass first. Let's go.
So this is really big info. Chuckles our first runner into the water at an hour 8. And that is 18. DC done for Mafrucci. Mag is going down here for TJ.
Sounds like he's just using the standard, like Dorinia's Joy, and probably just has it on shuffle.
For music, yeah, for Lefty.
Yeah. So I guess all eyes on Chuckles as we look at the key layout for water.
Potentially our K-Sword.
Potentially a K-Sword. They're really hoping to see it here, because if it's not here, we're in for mode.
That looked like a dead check on the cracked wall. Couldn't tell if it was a key for sure, though.
I think it was a small chest, but not sure which type, yeah.
You can also roll into the door or the wall next to the door for this room. You can peek down at that chest as well if you have a hard time seeing it floating up. Chuckles rushing Darklink.
Be a choice because of the
Potential Song of Time path.
yeah. It's kind of scary though because I prefer full clear in here just to know where the K-Sword is, but
That's probably what I would do, knowing irons are also potentially passed for K-Sword. You just want to be careful. But, you know, worst case scenario, you just have to float down, float back up, and then lower the water again.
Yep.
Pretty much. We do not know what's on River Chest. We just know that Song of Time was one of several possible paths in the TCAC.
We have Lefty doing some cleanup. Dope Dompe. PJ finishing up on PG. It looks like we'll see the other side of water from Mafrucci. So there's your key 6. So river chest is an item.
Yep. Logical key 6, that is, since
Right.
because Water Temple key logic as TJ's going for secondary hits. Water Temple key logic, as with all key logic, really assumes that you use your keys in the most inefficient way possible. So, Dark Link, River Chest, and the boss key chest in these settings are all locked behind all 5 keys. There is one extra key since we unlocked the door to the topmost water level changer all the time and permanently in rando. But as we get another key off Dragon Chest, that is our logical third.
Okay. Chuckles might be 5 head here.
Here.
Oh.
Why is that strength 3?
So we know OGC is dead.
And Kokiri Sword can't be in cannons.
Right, so that's just there.
That's just there. That actually does nothing
Is
for
he
us, I think, because we know
And-
magic has to be available before that.
That's true, yeah.
Did we say there was a key on Dragon Chest?
Yes, that was a key on
So-
Dragon Chest for Mafrucci.
That would also be another strength lock. Strength?
Yep. Confirming that the strength was available. Good. No, the strength of the Cactus Path, which is not a surprise. And chat saying Central Bow is a key. Thanks, Siberian.
Yep, that would check out.
We haven't seen Central Pillar yet. There's a good chance that's a key. We also haven't seen this boss key, which is concerning me a little bit right now.
It'd just be vanilla at this point.
It might be, honestly. Both Chuckles and Mafrucci heading over there. Because we know this can't be a small key here, as we already saw the key on Dark Link. And yep. Central Pillar or Morpho's the key, and then the other's the last item.
Did Chuckles come away as string 3? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
So I don't think
I'll
he
be honest
got
with
2
you.
more keys to get the boss key.
He probably safe scummed, I think. It would make sense. He knows that Strength 3 can't possibly give him anything since he knows that magic cannot be in... The first magic cannot be in cannons.
Yep.
Chat says he didn't save scum, okay.
Okay. Maybe he picked up 4 keys. See, do you still go for Central Pillar? I'm not the best at counting the keys in water, so I can't tell exactly if that should be a key or not. But I've only seen 1 item before the 5 key lock.
Believe it.
We've noted Compass, Torches, Darklink, Dragon, Central Bow for small keys. Morpho or... So let's see... Crackball was an item. River Chest was an item. One of... Central Pillar where Morpha has the other key, the other's an item, and so is something I'm currently forgetting.
Central Pillar, possibly, then.
Yeah,
Trying to think if
Central
K
Pillar.
Sword's here, where it could be.
Yeah, it seems like it's Central Pillar or Goma.
Or Morpha, you mean, not Goma.
Or, yeah, Morpha.
Curious.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just
Curious
water
Sword is on
Goma.
Goma, we have problems.
Just clip through the wall, easy. Totally in logic.
Yeah, do the band Mido skip.
Morpha is water Goma. Thank you.
Alright, we'll see more fun now from Mafrucci and probably Chuckles as well. Oh, map test was the other item I was, the other check I was entirely brain farting. I think that was an item, so that would... Yeah,
We're
it's one
getting
item
skulls
left.
on TJ's side. I guess going for 20.
Very nice one cycle on the door there from Mafrucci for Morpha. That is not an easy strat with Master Sword. Beautifully done.
Yeah, I've been trying to learn that myself. There's a very tight, like 8-frame window you have to grab. But yeah, the hardest part really is getting it on the door.
And as we say that it's tricky, unfortunately Chuckles has Morpha run away from him. It's faster if you get it, because you don't have to get Morpha all the way to the corner, but if you miss it, you're stuck waiting like this. BGS makes it easier just because there's fewer hits you have to make. And there it is. Okay. K-Sword and Morpha solves that path quite neatly.
So at this point, is Magic just GTG?
Probably GTG over Deku is seeming like the most likely options.
Yep.
Ideally,
Shoot
I
the
think you would
suns.
want it to be GTG, since you're already heading that way, but yeah, Deku Tree would just be inconvenient.
Could be Shoot the Sun or the last Violet Lake here too. I'm reminded as Mafrucci finds something he doesn't want in Shoot the Sun.
Alright, let's see where we go to next.
Well, it's not the light arrow cutscene for Magic. And here's Central Pillar for Lefty, which we know will be a key.
Yep, no immediate child, so it looks like we're going GTG on Mafrucci's side. Also, nice backwalk.
Getting the neat little trick to have your camera facing the way you're going, not the way you're facing here with the backwalk. This makes a lot of sense. He is heading straight for Valley. He wants to know why he wants that Requiem. He wants that Colossus path, which makes a lot of sense here.
Plus, if you can just pick up Ladder now, you could knock out Deku and Jabu in one child section, which will be ideal.
Exactly, and if you don't get Letter, you have a lot of information on what Letter could be.
Yep.
Route in at minimum Child Spirit with Deku Child segment.
Honestly, if you skip GTG, just... Oh, no, I don't think you'd want to skip it, unless you get, like, Magic in the Valley. If everything
Yeah,
works
that's-
out, you could potentially sub to this. I don't see why you would skip GTG in this scenario, not when you're looking for magic.
Yeah, I don't think you do, though, especially with GTG being the most likely location for magic.
Yeah, I think the safe option is to do that.
Hammer Rocks is deader than dead, so we don't need that. It could have been magic there, path to alongside Boomerang Path to Baronade to go
Oh,
across
looks like
Wasteland for
oh.
Colossus, but nope.
And we have Lefty and TJ finishing up in water, so they should most likely be following Chuckles and Mafrucci soon.
Well, I believe they actually have not seen the Colossus path hint.
Well, that's right, they haven't.
So they actually might go do Deku and then find that path hint after Deku.
Yeah, only Chuggles and Mafrucci have the path. TJ and Lefty did not. I know Lefty didn't check the Deku hints. I remember seeing TJ going for the Deku hints. I don't remember if he got both.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm gonna check and confirm, because I remember looking at direction and just spazzing out on the rest of it.
Yeah, I definitely remember TJ getting the first one.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know,
don't
if
know if
you-
he got the second, is the concern.
If you go Child after water for Deku, you'll see the hint. Hopefully.
Hopefully. But therein lies an issue too, is you might choose to skip it because it's a bit out of the way, and for all they know, the fifth path hint could be something they already have, because we've got so much stuff so early.
It also might not be the worst at that point because of how many, or like, where are you going to go after that if you don't know where you're going? You might still just go GTG and then cross after.
Oh, Mafrucci is not doing GTG.
Interesting.
Really wants to know that path, which I get, and then wants to and can reverse Wasteland after that to get back here. So it's not the worst choice. I think it makes sense to go figure out why is this place path is really big info right now for him and for us.
Yep. It's like Chuckles is doing the same.
Also makes sense.
It makes sense. I think I'm just too careful of a player to do something like that, but I get it.
Yep, I would be hard thinking about the magic right now.
Both are valid plays, and there's an argument to be made for both. It could go either way, honestly.
Yep.
Alright, this should be Morpha down for Lefty. Oh, Morpha being trollsome.
Yep, commentator's curse.
Sorry, Lefty.
Mafrucci getting the check that they hope is Rudo's.
If it's not this, then it gets a little more sad.
Yeah. Oh, poor Lefty only had one hit left on Morpha too, but those take her down. And that's not it.
That's dead, right? Yeah.
Good old claim check.
So now it's either Arch or Requiem.
Spirit.
It
Yep.
could be either one, honestly.
Well, Requiem leads
Something-
the Arch technically. It's
Or something.
either the
Child
Arch
Spirit.
or Stone Spirit, which is fun. I don't think they really like the idea of Stone Spirit right now, but it's looking like that might be it. You know where else? You know another hint? The other copy of the Colossus hint might be at Colossus. That would be pretty mean.
Let's find out. And we'll also see the Arch while we're at it.
Yep.
I can't tell.
I could not
I
tell.
have no idea. Chat.
It looks like the top of a bottle.
But I couldn't see the item at all, so I have no idea what that might have been. We'll get another look from Chuckles.
But we're also dipping spirit, so maybe it was nothing.
No, he's heading back out.
We'll get another look from Chuckles.
Mafrucci's getting a refill. He's not pushing getting the bean, so that's a point. Hint here is...
Oh! Of course.
Of course. Classic. I can't see
worse.
it, so I don't think that's
I think
letter,
that's
because-
arrows.
Yeah, I think that's arrows, because bottles show up at night pretty clearly, and that is not a clearly visible item.
Yep.
So, Stone Spirit, everyone! Yay!
Interesting decision. Do you go adult side, or would you rush child? Because if it's Requiem
side?
Path,
It's Requiem Path, but it might just be keys on child side.
That's true.
yeah.
Like if it's Adult Spirit Letter, you want to get it here so you can do both Deku and Jabu in one child trip. We did already get one key on Compass Chest's note, so that's good. Can climb further. And there's the boss key. I hope these learners know how to do bow shenanigans in Spirit, because they don't have a fire source. Or a way to use it.
Alright, I'm here for Dens in Spirit for the letter in Shadow.
What I vote is nothing at all in Spirit, it's for AD.
Yeah, there's also that.
Mafrucci didn't actually get the Colossus hand, but I think he knows at this point there's nothing he could possibly want from it, so it doesn't really matter. I think he has all the hints anyway, so... Or he might be missing us sometimes or something, I guess, but... He's gotten the back leg hint for OoT, and he doesn't really need it. That's a big chest.
Yeah, this might just be it.
This might be it. Answer is...
An
nope.
empty bottle.
Almost.
The last not a letter bottle. Thanks!
Well, no, if it's Requiem Path, that couldn't have been it.
No, we already have 2 bottles. That cannot be it.
It would have to be, like, in the adult climb, key locked, or just on child side.
It could be further in Spirit, but we don't have a mirror shield or fire sources to do some of this place in logic.
What is it, 3 keys required for the adult climb?
Yep. Wallet on lab dive. Okay, game. Sure. Fire Temple's now actually in logic, since we never found a Goron tunic. For what very little that's worth. Fire Temple could have our... Well, it depends where gold scale is, but with that wallet, Fire could have our first magic.
Fire Temple's probably on the last of our runners' minds right now. Just not even a thing.
Was there a key? There did not look to be a key on Child Climb, so that's good to know. If a bit concerning from Mafrucci. There is at least 1 key on Child side. If there is, I also don't know what Mafrucci's doing right now with the BMOS. There we go.
Oh, I do this all the time.
But there's at least 1 key on child side. If it's 2 keys, we're fine for fire locks at the moment. If it's 1 key on child side, then we're fire locked out of spirit, logically.
Yeah, that's 1 on climb. There was 1 on compass. We haven't seen the 3rd yet, so yeah.
Was it Adult Climb or Child Climb that had a second key? I missed it.
The Child Climb had one, and then Compass had one.
Okay, thought it was Adult Climb for some reason, but no. Invisible chests are a red rupee and a recovery heart, so those are not keys. So yeah, 2 logical keys. There's likely a key on Child's side. We don't know about fire sources. When I was talking about key logic there, I assumed it was Adult Climb small key, but that was me scatterbraining. Iron Castle Fairy's new. Ross's right was hinted to be dead, I'm pretty sure. Siberian. Icky.
Yeah, looking at our notes, it's a dead check. Oh. What fairy fountain is this?
Pyro Castle.
Oh no.
Well, about that. This is looking more and more fun by the minute.
Remember how easy we thought this was? Ha.
Oh. Yeah. Ooh, Chuckles taking a death, but still has that fairy in a bottle from way back when. So he's good. So yeah, Mafrucci is fire locked out of child fire or child locked out of spirit, so he's out of here.
Yep, I get this straight to spirit now. You can get everything that you left behind in adult.
Yep. Get those child checks, get those firelock checks.
Yeah, it was Pierre, top of fire, had a key.
Woodstar gets a new check for Lefty and just some arrows.
Alright, so let's see just one key on child side, and we keep going up. Because it's always just one key.
Oh, we actually haven't seen the Skull Mask yet. That is a point, actually. That could be our magic. Lefty going for the left side Deku hint. Can anyone chat confirm if TJ saw the right side one? Because I don't remember if he went there. And we'll see if Lefty goes there. Which he does, finally. Good. Unfortunately, he has to go back adult to like Rust Wasteland before he can go back child to do child side spirit, though he at least has Mirror Shield for adult spirit, which will be new for us. So, pros and cons here for Lefty.
Plus, we can get our first look at Deku Tree, which possibly could have our magic.
Big chest on child spirit. It's not a small key, so this big chest is what's Requiem locked. And let's see what this is.
Okay.
There.
Makes sense.
Fair enough.
So Mafrucci has the ideal route here now.
Yep.
And you just kind of hope that magic is in Deku Tree. It can't be in Jabu, or you can get a magic lock magic maybe.
Yeah, Deku and Jabu for magic. Well, logical second magic and Jabu.
We already know the second magic's in Stone Shadow, though.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Has to be.
So yeah, Seed actually not too terrible at the end of the day, honestly, as long as you get that Colossus path.
Oh?
Oh?
Oh no.
Oh?
No. Thanks, game. Thanks.
That's magic from OoT.
Which we know to be dead because we're magic in go mode.
Yeah, you can't have magic on storms, that's right.
Well, not first magic. Second magic could be on storms.
Yeah, sorry, Stone Shadow lovers. Not today.
No. We do not have a standings command set up, but I can go post it for you, right? here. So this is a really jetty scene in all actuality. We were discussing whether or not it would be or if there would be a catch as we get another big chest for Lefty. Not really. Nice news.
Magical tree. Can we just get the actual magic?
Nah, clearly it's gonna be Furores on Goma.
That would be pretty funny.
Oh wait, there's another one.
Really, Gabe? Really?
Come on, Furores! Oh.
No, that would have been fantastic if it was for Roars there. That chest right there, that would be hilarious. But nope. Goron Tunic is also completely useless. Mostly useless. Their first magic could be in Fire Temple.
That's what I was just thinking.
Because that's logical Goron Tunic. The wallet on Lapdive is out of logic without Gold Scale, but that's a logical Goron Tunic in the Deku Tree. They're hoping that it's not magic in Fire Temple, I guess, at this point. Yeah, big chests, but only the ones we don't care about. Exactly, Sidon.
Every big chest is disappointment at this point.
TJ's heading over to the valley now as adult. That's good for him. Maybe. Well, depending on how he routes this. Did Lefty
Also,
get the Desert Colossus path? I want to say he did. I'm just retarding.
Wallet Lefty got was on Lab Dive, so behind Gold Scale.
Yep.
And we have yet to see the other scale.
Nope. Okay, Lefty got the Deku hint, so I'm wondering. I do not honestly remember if TJ has that Colossus path, because I wonder. Without the Colossus path, I don't know when you just hike across the desert without at least doing that GTG first. It's such a difficult.
TJ might just find magic in GTG.
He might. Which could work out for him here. Yeah, Kirby fan, I fully expect we will see us up to here. There's some... Assuming that magic isn't in a... Because there's only so many silly spots magic can be in. There's 113 people in this race. Somebody's got to have figured it out with a magic meter by... you know, at some point.
Oh.
No, so no magic in Deku, so I'd expect Mafrucci goes straight to Jambu and then just begins the hunt, possibly starting with GTG, or maybe some child cleanup beforehand?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I checked the VOD. TJ does not have that Colossus path. Confirmed. Which is... oh dear.
We probably will see the GTG then.
Yeah, I think we will. He's coming here for the density, which makes a lot of sense from his perspective.
Yep.
Alright, GTG. 2 keys in the lobby, I think. Don't really need to count keys in anyway, particularly since we have everything we could possibly want for this place. That is a big chest in the center. As I say things. Guaranteed in logic, that's something to note. There's an
Absolutely.
AT on the left side here. I'm not really going to bother counting since GTG key logic's fairly irrelevant to the seed today. I think that's another small key on Pierre. TJ will be back with more keys to get the center chest. Doesn't need it right now.
Meanwhile, Juckles will be picking up his letter soon. Mafrucci heading into Jabu. Looks like he's doing domain along the way. Or no, I missed. No, just getting a fish.
Yeah. Might do domain after. I think you do Jabu first, see if magic's in there, and then if not, then do domain. Jabu's required domain is not necessarily required, so you do the required thing first.
Oh, there's our skull mask ant.
Alright, it is not a magic meter, and as I say that Mafrucci proved me wrong, he's off to go do sort of diving.
Yeah, because it's less likely you find the magic unless it's the magic 2 in there.
That's true, yeah, I forgot.
And Lefty heading to the GTG area. We'll see if they just cross right away. Or TJ getting bullied by the Wolfos. Oh. Okay, just more keys. Yep. Lots and lots of keys.
Pretty much as expected there, nothing too new. Not really a less scale on Zora diving. I was looking away, but I see someone in chat saying, someone in chat's commenting, is this even randomized? And I'm not sure what specific vanilla item they're referring to. Yep, vanilla scale on Zora diving. Thanks!
In logic,
in logic for
Yay.
what little it matters. Flashbacks to, I think it was, what, Season 4 Grand Finals? Between What the Hell's and Sponge, where both scales were vanilla completely. That was
really?
funny. Yeah. Skill on lab dives? Sorry, skill on nail fishing, skill on Zora diving. It's like, really, game? Really?
Oh, there's Roars.
Nice. Roars and GTG. Next game.
Honestly, a nice place to have it if you don't plan on full clearing it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, just magic from Go, you're definitely going to full clear it. Of course, TJ isn't just magic from Go, though.
Lefty now making the play the GTG for Colossus, which is also a sensible play. Magic mainly here.
Yep, and we'll be getting our first look at the Jabu checks here soon. Not too hopeful about Magic 2 here, but it is still possible.
It is.
Another big chest in the maze. I think that was 4 key locked.
Something like that. Doesn't much matter, admittedly.
Yeah, basically TJ just gets 1 more key and then he can get both chests.
Yeah, exactly, Siberian. Everything in GTG is accessible and in Logic. We've got everything we could want. Nice slingshot from Mafrucci.
It looks like we're also going to see Toilet first.
Makes sense.
Maybe they deduced that it can't have a key, so they're going to check it.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, you heard right. It's Toilet time.
Yep.
Not going to be Dens, but it could be magic. Looks good on our end, Astar.
Yeah, it's alright for now. Lefty is heading for, well, needs a few more keys, but will eventually sees that big chest now and will go get that once he has the keys for it.
I wasn't watching Mafrucci because I was looking at GTG. Did we see all, or did Mafrucci check or skip stingers?
I did not check, no. I was looking away. At other screen. Is that big chest for Lefty is our second wallet. Thanks! And I think that was junk on the toilet for TJ. Either that or he ran out of time, I'm not sure which. Though he has a sword or 2 decks, so it's really fine.
Yeah, it must have been junk. What's kind of funny, if that boomerang was not in Valley, then it would have been a sling path. Just with that slingshot in Jabu.
So far, no finishes yet at an hour 50. I still expect there's still a possibility for a sub 2. It really depends where this magic meter is at this point.
Yeah, surely someone's gonna find it and get that coveted sub 2.
Like, if it's this GTG center chest, I could see it. It really depends. Because if it's not the GTG center chest, our options are kind of concerning. Mostly still fire, I think, is the option after this.
Yeah, you pretty much have fire and then a variety of just one-off checks.
No, okay, nice vanilla ice arrows.
Alright. Guess we're going to fire.
Thanks, game. Spirit is confirmed Firelock because there were no keys on child side. Which means that adult Spirit cannot have logical first magic, so yeah, Fire Temple! Fire Temple and, Fire Temple, because it's not Ice Cavern either in Logic, because that's behind Letter, which is behind Letter, Wasteland Crossing.
Unless you just gamble one of these magic lock places for Magic 2, but I wouldn't go for that.
Flashbacks to a race I saw a while ago, where both runners hard logical last location magic on chickens when the other was on Composer Brave.
Oh no.
They were not happy about it.
I can imagine, knowing you could have just gotten that at any point.
Yeah. Due to the way that ZL was placed in that seed, nobody flame storage the composer grave, just used to having routed it. Which is unfortunate, because if they had ever been had, they would have finished the seed at least half an hour faster.
Yeah, the problem with Storm's checks, though, is that would be behind Magic.
Thus far, I don't keep that many races separate. I only, in my head, I only remember specifically a handful of specific ones. That was memorable because it was because of the last location of chickens. Yeah, sorry, what? Yeah, go ahead, by the way, sorry.
Oh no, that was it. I was just commenting on the chat. Saying
Gotcha,
we
yeah.
still have Storms, but that would just be behind Magic.
Yeah, Storms is hard magic lock, it's not, it's behind Shadow Temple. I really showed this magic less these ways of glitching into Shadow without a magic meter, but those are all very much banned. So don't do that.
Okay, did Mafrucci not get the mirror shield? I thought he was in front of the fountain.
I don't know actually. Well, mirror
No,
Shield's
that's the
not
wrong.
cast
I'm sorry,
fairy.
that was horrible.
I was going to say,
Never mind.
yeah. Okay, so the good thing for TJ is that GTG was completely dead, so he doesn't get beaten anywhere else and is also heading for losses, so that'll be good for him. Magic is
Yeah.
probably in fire at this point, yeah.
Magic, you could have. It would have to be Magic 2 and Ganon's Castle because Widow's Letter was Magic locked.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not a bad play to check Ganon's for the first Magic 2, because it's a decent number of quick checks, but it would not be Magic 1.
Comedy option, Magic and DMC Fairy. Yeah, we could see a vanilla Magic.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen that Harry yet. That would be funny.
Yeah, I guess we'll see who goes to fire first.
Oh, never mind. Apparently, according to Siberia, we saw DMC Fairy, so never
Okay.
mind that. Mafrucci skipped out a lake earlier, so he's gonna throw that. And there's the hint for TJ.
Yeah. The real wowie seeing your first hint there.
Yep.
Yeah, now TJ knows it's Requiem Path.
Yep. He came here mainly for the song and just being in the Vega region, but now he knows for sure he wants to clear places at.
Okay, I know we saw Top of Lab, but did we see Adult Fishing yet?
We did. It's something I've completely forgotten.
Not Magic, right?
No, not magic. TJ not doing Adult Spirit. He's safe quitting immediately, going to go Child Spirit, okay?
Will end up paying off. At least. Potentially.
It will.
Magic is not hiding somewhere in Adult Spirit. Well, Magic
would have
2, that
to be-
is.
Yeah.
Magic could be in Trials, but it would have to be Magic 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're just kind of going into a Magic, dare I say, casino here.
Pretty much.
Pretty limited
But first-
casino, but
Yeah, what options even are there for, like, what checks have we not seen at all?
all of fire for one. That's probably going to be
Yeah.
the best bet.
The fire is by far the strongest bet, but what else is there besides Stonefire?
As far as logic goes,
Fire and fire.
Pretty much, yes. It's honest. The answer for where could logical magic be is Fire Temple, and that's about it, honestly. Okay, yeah, Fountain. No, Siberian Fountain Fairy's letter's locked.
Yeah, everything in ice, fountain, anything behind Epona, that's all magic locked.
King Zora, though, is available. We do have Logical Wallet.
That is true. Magic on King Zora would be great.
That would
especially
be
if you have both
something,
wallets.
Oh, Chuckles never hit Hot Rodder. I guess here's a Zora tunic. For what very little that's worth. And this is Blair from Mafrucci deciding to skip GTG and head straight to Fire Temple. Eventually here. We're actually gonna do the fairies first, that makes sense.
Yeah, Paradox letter with extra steps, exactly.
Really silly extra steps, but yeah, that is a possibility. Animal Spirit makes a lot of sense here for Lefty following that Requiem path. Yeah.
Yeah, is someone gonna finish in the next 2 minutes?
The longer we go without finding magic, I think the less likely this is, because double magic doesn't look to be freely available, and burst magic is in Stonefire. Not the most appealing of plays. I do wonder if Mafrucci might just actually be gambling metagaming a little bit. Since there's no finishes, it's probably not GTG for magic. Which he would be correct on. Double magic is not in GTG.
Yeah, you could probably assume everybody's doing GTG, so you just want to skip it.
Yeah, the longer this goes, the deeper in Fire Temple it is.
Quite possibly at this rate, yeah. Because it's that and King Zora are basically the only two things I can think of for logical magic locations at this point.
Oh, King Zora would be wild.
King Zora would be very wild, yes. Alright, here's the question though, where in Fire is this magic, basically, is currently the question, if it's in here. Yeah, as Chuckles gets his mirror shield. We know it's not here. Yeah. And that's about all the info we have.
Yep.
We have everything we could possibly want for this place, so it could be anywhere.
I put my money on Volvangia.
Make you full clear everything and just give it to you right at the end.
Boss key on Hammer Chest, magic on Volv.
I think I have a highest score on myself.
Megaton Hammer's the fun one.
Happy 2 hours, everyone. No sub 2 after all. Presumably everyone got stuck by that magic meter, I think, at this point. And some people, I think, will also get stuck by the Colossus hint, but at some point you just end up going there.
Yeah.
That's to be more or less, I think. So.
Yeah. Eventually you do the...
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Eventually you just do the GTG play because of that, and then after that, when you find nothing, it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll go to Colossus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, as we saw.
Yeah, not sub 2 FMZ. We were going back and forth for a while about if this would sub 2, and it was looking like a real possibility until this magic just didn't show up. Well, yeah, there's probably somebody who goes Fire early, and there's 113 people in this race. Somebody's gone Fire earlier than these 4 have, I'm sure. And
Without...
then with the go mode letter, that would feel bad.
Yeah, with how early either hookshot plus hammer plus bombs to get across and into fire, you can do a lot of it with low health. I could see it.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
People do tend to make some odd plays in Qual sometimes to hope to pull ahead because you can potentially take the risk in a qual. It's not a 1v1 and there are other quals to do, so if it turns out to blow up in your face, you've got other options to make it up.
There's gonna be the one person who is just like, it's on King Zora.
There
just gonna be
is
it's like-
somebody who does that, yes,
You
actually.
just say, what if it's on KZ? Let's see. Oh, look at that.
Who goes for AD and checks the well? The person who finds magic and fire early and misses the hint that find the Deku tree, quite possibly.
Person who finds magic does AD and doesn't beat the game.
Yeah. Because there's 113 people in the race. When you've got races this big, presumably somebody has done every possible play. Because there is no way to have... there's always someone who takes a more unusual choice. And it's not like it's possible for 113 people to all play the seed in the exact same fashion. I mean, it's unlikely for someone to do AD. Even if you go for AD, by getting magic before letter, you still likely get letter in Child Spirit first, but who knows? Maybe somebody got stuck on something else, though I don't know what it would be, even. How early everything was.
Everything
been
was just
surprised
so
before.
on the way.
Yeah. And then again, you never know. I think there's probably every single check in the game has had someone lose a race to skipping it.
It was
Including-
gonna be kind of tight.
This is gonna be very tight, yeah, for Mafrucci.
I don't know if he has a failure or not. Okay,
Yes.
good. He came prepared.
Remember Zila skipping Ocarina minigame at the SGL Trapper Swiss Showcase? Yeah, that's that. Ocarina memory is on those checks that people have skipped in lost races too.
Oh yeah, I
It
lost
was-
one of my Triforce Blitz bracket matches to Chuckles because of that check. Simply,
see,
the only reason he checked it was because there was a strength on Skull Kids who was like, you know what, Lost Splits can't be foolish. Let me check it.
Fair. Speed Gaming Live SGL 2021 Grand Finals between Cole and What the Hells had both of them, two of the best runners in OTR, take 3.5 hours on the seed. It should not have been 3.5 hours. It really should have been sub 3, except for they both hard last location different checks. I don't remember which one was which, but one of them hard last location Ocarina memory game, and the other hard last location DMT Fairy.
And there's our first place. Solid. GG's.
Geez, silly, 204.44. So not a sub 2, but still pretty quick. Figure it's so. Yeah, Magic is probably somewhere here in Fire, and I'd assume Silly skipped GTG.
Yeah, now the metagaming begins.
The end of gaming absolutely begins with that, for sure.
The one person who went King Zora is now sad.
It still could be.
Yeah,
You never know.
So I'd be surprised.
Second.
Yeah, we just had a second place. Broken Dozy finishing the 205.48. GG.
GG's, bro. Okay, we might be
Yep.
done. Let's
Yep,
go.
we are. That's not bad, actually. As far as match placements go. Yeah,
Mafrucci
chest is
won't be-
not-
Terribly far behind.
No, depending on how everyone else routes this, he might still be. He might make top 7 here. don't know how many people go fire before GTG, I think, is the thing in this seed. Oh, go fire before GTG and get that Colossus hint.
Yeah, imagine winning a Season 6 seed by not going to GTG.
This is the one time it's gonna happen.
So this is going to be really, really good for Mafrucci, who's currently this is his 5th qualifier. He had, say, 924, a 798, and 2 forfeits on his record right now, so this is going to be in the high 900s for him, most likely, depending on where exactly he ends up relative to top 7. That he's only going to be like 10 minutes behind Soli and Bro. Less than that, right around 10 minutes, a bit less. So I don't think he'll be over 1,000, but he'll be comfortably in the high 900s, which will be really, really good for his point.
Yeah, welcome in, bro. GG's.
GG's, thanks for the raid.
Yes. Thank you, Dastar.
Yes, Dastar. Trout is getting the bread low. For those who are not aware, Trout is the German for bread. Ooh, that feels bad. Broat apparently died in climb and lost a place to it.
Oof.
Thankfully, it won't cost you too many points, just a couple probably, but that does feel bad. GG's Ryukane finishing 3rd, 2-8-18.
Oh, GG's for you. Yep, they're pouring in now.
Yeah.
This is going to be the group who skipped GTG.
Yeah. Skip GTG, gets the hint perhaps, and then rushes fire, likely. Or possibly get second magic from Ganon, so there's nothing that says it wasn't in there. Actually, that's a question for Bro. Where was your magic meter? GG's to Exodus 20847 and Checkers 20909.
Oh right, lights in Hyrule Field. Everything was in field.
Yep. There was a whole bunch of stuff in there. Longshot was in there. There was we had Longshot in there. We had light arrows. There was a hammer in there. And I think that hammer ended up being required because there was at least one key in that basement loop. GG Seize finishing 6th, 210.37. Looks like Mafrucci might just miss out on top 7 here, as all the finishes come in.
Yeah, there's still a chance, but pretty unlikely with the way they're flooding in.
Yeah.
But still, a top 10 looks very likely for them.
Yeah, this should be a top 10 for him, probably.
I mean, wise, it's pretty close to the top 7, so you're thrilled with it regardless.
Oh, for sure. Top 7 was all pretty close together, so...
Yep.
Maybe not quite high 900s. Slightly underestimated how many people would finish in these past 10 minutes or so. But Mafrucci should still at least get the mid-9. This will be his best score here. It will be his previous 926, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
He's very close to that top 7. not in the top 7. Because for those who are unaware, the points calculation is essentially, with some adjustments for jet seeds, gambles, and what have you, top 7 is points are calculated with by an average of the top 7 and then your standard deviation from that. Maximum of 1,100 points are possible, and minimum 100 points no matter how long it takes you to finish the seed, as long as you finish, and then forfeits get 0 points. Your top score is dropped, and your 6th through 8th scores are dropped. Out of your first 8 races you do, if you do more than 8 balls, you're fine, but only your first 8 will count towards your points.
But yeah, you can still play after 8. If you can get top 7, then you can, affect the scoring averages.
We've also had a couple forfeits come in, unsurprisingly, as the finishes roll in.
There we go, top 7. Maybe?
Yep, looks like it. JG's Mafrucci, 7th, 1251.
GG's Mafrucci, let's go.
Yep.
Chuckle's not far behind. Yeah, Benji, you did miss a bit of a jet. Everything on the way, except for Magic and Stonefire.
Yep. Where did Chuckles get yeah, okay, Chuckles went paraphrase, I guess, like
Yeah, we still don't know where Magic 2 is.
Nope. But yeah, what a seed here. It's Lefty and TJ heading for their final dungeons, both basically a GTG behind, I think, is most of it, really.
I was saying Shadow BK.
Yeah, they're joking.
Yeah. Hey, at least we get more cast music.
Yep.
Rain?
Boomerang Pyra was, that's a good question. Where was that again? What,
Wait a minute.
Valley?
You're gonna love this, Pyra.
Oh, Rudos, that's...
Oh, it was the second chest on Child side.
Yeah. So we've had one more finish. Zeros, 8th to 1447.
Yeah, so you had Requiem Path just to come back as Child to get Rudos.
Yep. Yeah, Pyra, I assume you missed the path hint then? There was a path hint next to the Deku tree that, there's a path hint next to the Deku tree that Colossus was path to Baronade. Yeah, Pyra, TJ did the same. So now that since Mafrucci finished at the top 7, I can tell you how many points he got from this. 971. GG's. Very nice points there. AVXR, yep. Absolute jet seat if you skip GTG.
There's 7, Pyra. Normally, yeah. I think it's like if you for some reason don't have 5 paths, and you'll get an extra sometimes.
Which requires a pretty specific medallion and item layout. Or kind of specific medallion item layout. Very specific item layout. Let's see. More finishes coming in just ahead of... no, that's I got it. More finishes coming in just ahead of Chuckles here. Yo, finishing 9th, 216 flat, and G-Skate just behind 216.15. Oh no, Pyra, I thought it was 6 days. You assumed the path hints are still borked. Nah, there was some issues with path hints being a little broken in the lead up to season 6, but they've been fixed for a while. Well, yes, we had Sub 10 Darunia dancing today. That was pretty funny. They spawned it just on the other side of that door, which is neat. Jerkin here, we're more or less sniping Chuckles for 11, 217.05.
Yeah, Ganon being complicated as usual. Not wanting to cooperate.
As Ganon does.
Just Ganon things. Yeah, get your GGs ready for Chuckles. As he gets 12th place.
12th place, 217.38. GG's.
Still a good placement for a qualifier.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. This is... I want to say this will be his best score. I need to go find him on this leaderboard.
Should still be in the 900 range, I would think.
Oh, he's still in the 900s. I just need to... well, no. Punch the refresh button again. 940. Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that should be Chuckles' best race to date. I need to go find him on the leaderboard again. Where is he at?
And even if that's his best score, like, it'll bump up his second best.
Yep. His best previous was a 922, so yes. Chuckles will be joining us for an interview shortly. Thank you, Dastar, for letting us know.
Meanwhile, we have TJ finishing up a Deku Tree. And then they will be hunting for magic.
F2 Spirit, yep. So, not Fire just yet, which is understandable, but not going to probably be it. Magic was in the Fire map chest. VXR, we know where second magic is. Could be, what Pyra said that they, right, Pyra got it from the Shadow Bosky chest, because they got stuck on ladder. Right, that's what it was.
Magic 2 is always in Shadow.
Yeah, does love to be there. Facing a few more finishes, GG's Gojito, 13th to 1850, and Fanta, 14th to 1908, as we are joined here by Chuckles. GG's.
GG's, Chuckles.
If you are saying something, we can't hear you.
Hello?
There we are, GG.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry. Discord loves to play with my input and output ends, so...
So what'd you think of this somewhat jet, minus the magic hunt?
Well, I mean, firstly, absolutely ridiculous that the magic is in the fire temple.
Yeah.
Like, of course you've got to go to places that aren't magic locked, duh. But that also includes everything, you know, spirit because of crossing, the letter because the letter is in spirit temple, so that shut off like ice and all that kind of stuff. And so I was just like, if the magic's in G2G, why is nobody done? Because that's like, surely everybody's in G2G, so I'm gonna do something dumb and go to the fire temple.
And turns out that was the play.
I know, it's like, this is the Ocarina of Time randomizer. It's going to be in a dumbass location, isn't it? And absolutely, that was correct.
And we see Mafrucci there in the chat, so UGG.
GG's Mafrucci.
Yeah, I can't believe I play like an idiot, and I still don't win on restream. Like,
Mafrucci also skipped. Mafrucci also skipped GTG. Mirror Shield, Hyrule Castle Fairy, bro.
That was
talk about
unfortunate I didn't find that at that point, because I think I might have done the whole of Spirit in my first visit if I had the Mirror Shield. So
Mafrucci did the first part, but then got, I think, Firelock out of there, so which was good for him.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe the BKs and the map chest or something like that. Because I ran out of keys completely, even after the child side. Like, there's got to be a key on the map chest at least, maybe even 2.
I think we only saw 2 before Adult Climb.
But yeah, this was fun. I think I kind of read that it was a jet kind of early on, so I did I ran past all the lake checks and I ran past UTG, and I didn't even do the damn pay race. So.
Yeah, that's pretty bold in my opinion, but hey, worked out.
Well, I'm at that point. I was like, I know Baronade, Colossus is path to Baronade, so maybe I just find the letter just in the Desert Colossus Fairy or something like that. Or and I also had the Water Temple to do, and the Irons were way over here in Kakiri Forest because you found another bomb bag. So I was like, I'm going to clear the entirety of the Water Temple now because that just seems like a smart move. And then getting the Kakiri sword there was nice.
Yeah, that makes sense. Plus, I thought you might have been onto something going straight to Dark Link. It turned out to be useless Strength 3.
That was funny. Yeah, that's the Hades route of not doing the lower part of the Water Temple and going straight to the Dark Link loop.
Yeah. Also, salut Mafrucci joining us in the commentary channel here. GG's Mafrucci is not the best English, so I will be translating state questions, and I will do my best.
GG's Mafrucci.
GG Mafrucci.
Si tu parles, est-ce que vous pouvez t'entendre? Nous pouvons t'entendre. Je ne t'entends pas pour le moment. Seems to be having a bit of a mic issue.
That's Discord for you.
Yep.
Overall, this scene I thought was just kind of actually quite fun to play. Like the spawn at the start, that was fun. That was a different place to start.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, ça marche maintenant, je t'entends, GG.
Merci.
Qu'est-ce que t'en pensais de cette seed?
Bah, c'est une jet avec une magie un peu tricky.
Ouais.
Et du coup, je sais pas. Pour l'explication à la fin, pourquoi je suis pas allé à GTG au trial, c'est du pur metagame, c'est tout. C'est que je me suis dit que les top players, ils auraient déjà fini, ça avait été sur la route ou GTG, parce que c'était la zone la plus dense. Et j'ai quand même fait le domaine sur la route parce que, en fait, je voulais pas gamble sur la deuxième magie. Je voulais rester sur la première parce qu'il me restait pas tant de zones que ça si j'enlevais GTG en fait. Il me restait DMC, DMT, le lac adulte et Fire. Donc je voulais pas. J'ai juste fait 2 checks dans Jabu, mais j'ai pas fait le Stinger Chest parce que c'était rapide à faire. Et du coup, je serais jamais allé à Ice, La Fontaine, HBA, GTG, tout ça.
Ouais. Okay, so translation there, Mafrucci commenting how, let's see, first off that, yeah, Jet Seed with a slightly tricky magic. He only did a couple checks in Jabu, did domain just because he didn't want to completely skip the fast checks that might have double magic, but he didn't. Reason why he skipped GTG, did Mapona's lack checks, Ice, HBA, all that was because figured metagaming that if magic had been in GTG, someone would have subdued it. Hey,
yeah, that was exactly my thought as well.
Hey, chaque chose a fait exactement les mêmes choses. Les deux autres runners sur le restream, TJ et Lefty, ils ont fait GTG avant d'aller au Colosse.
Spirit.
Ils sont on fire maintenant. Telling Mafrucci, since they haven't commented on this yet, chuckles that both TJ and Lefty did GTG. Had vanilla ice arrows. That was a laugh. Much else besides.
Yep.
Oh no!
Was it ice arrows in a wallet?
Oh, that is
Like-
because you'll see the big chest in GTG, and then you'll just be like, "Oh, I might as well do all of it to try and get that big chest." And it's the ice arrows. That is hilarious.
It makes perfect sense. It's just unfortunate.
Ouais, exactly. Mafrucci, les ice arrows étaient venus.
Ah.
Nous avons bien ri quand nous l'avons vu. Nous les avons vus et aussi il y avait un wallet. Donc c'était très très drôle parce qu'on voit il y a une big chest au centre de GTG. On cherche toutes les clés et non.
Ah ouais, dommage. Ça aurait pu, ouais. Dans le
Yeah, Mafrucci commenting, yeah, makes sense.
Did TJ and Lefty do GTG on the way to the Spirit Temple for the first time, or did they go back after getting
On the
letter
way
into the javelin?
there.
On the way there.
They both were missing the hints? Or no, Lefty saw it after Deku.
Lefty saw it after Deku, but he did Spirit before going Deku. Or thing. Yeah, Lefty went GT. They both went GTG before going Child for Deku. Mafrucci, ils ont vu. Les deux, ils sont allés à GTG et puis Spirit après Water et avant Deku. Lefty avait l'indice et pour Colosse Path, TJ ne l'avait pas à ce moment-là, mais ils ont fait GTG. Donc ni l'un ni l'autre avait l'indice pour Colosse quand il.
D'accord. Si j'avais pas eu le hint Colosse to Barinade, j'aurais fait GTG avant.
Ouais, c'est compréhensible.
Parce que du coup, ça fait parce que la traversée du Westland, elle est hors logique, et pour le coup, ouais, j'aurais fait GTG avant, si j'avais pas lu le hint.
Ouais, ça fait du sens. C'était la même chose pour Chuckles, je pense. Mafrucci explaining that, yeah, he if he didn't have the Colossus path, he would have done GTG first, because with Wasteland out of logic and all that. Seem similar for you, Chuckles?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can't remember if the Deku one was the first time I saw that.
It
I think
was.
yeah.
It was at Colossus itself. That was funny.
Oh yeah, of
Thanks.
course. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I remember actually finishing Forest and being like, okay, I've got a little bit of direction going into the Water Temple next, but I don't have a lot of direction after that. And then I picked that up and I was like, well, I know exactly where I'm going next.
Yeah, we were kind of assuming that you guys were metagaming since someone was done. Everyone's doing GTG, so it's not there.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
another part of it is that I've already skipped it. So going back there kind of feels like I'm, I don't know, like going against what I did before, like a previous decision I made. So
Right. Like, if you're skipping it, you might as well commit to it.
yeah, I'm going to continue skipping it now. Which,
Yeah, makes
I mean,
sense.
I
Mafrucci
think
metagamed his way out of GTG, and you skipped it because you didn't want to backtrack. That makes sense as well.
And like Bolero got you straight to the Fire Temple. Saves walking.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, going to translate here. Mafrucci, tu as metagame pour skipper GTG. Chuckles a décidé de skipper GTG aussi parce qu'il ne voulait pas backtrack pour l'accéder sans épona avec Reverse Wasteland. C'est un peu loin. Et il a dit avec Bolero particulièrement, on peut aller au fire très très rapidement. Donc, c'est sa raison pour ce skipper GTG qui a sauvé beaucoup de temps pour vous deux dans cette seed.
Ah oui, au moins 10 minutes, ouais. Ouais, c'est juste du metagame, ça.
Yeah, Mafrucci commenting, yeah, his friend was just metagaming, that if someone had done GTG, they
Que
would have been done a while earlier.
Si ça avait été à GTG, c'était sur la route et donc enfin, je pense qu'il y a des gens qui auraient fait 1h45 ou quelque chose comme ça.
Ouais, nous avons discuté la possibilité d'avoir une personne sub 2 et quand nous avons vu, non, nous avons essayé, c'est probablement pas GTG, que c'est quoi qui reste en logique? Fire.
Ouais, c'est ça. Mais c'est pour ça que j'ai fait le domaine aussi avant de faire Jabu. En fait, j'ai full clear juste les checks que j'avais en logique qui étaient pas derrière RL.
Ouais, exact. Mafrucci commenting how, yeah, he did the domain checks on the way there. Shout out to that vanilla scale. Doing the in-logic checks that were not behind letter, hoping to find a magic hater. I don't remember.
Yeah, I almost didn't do the Jabu checks because it's out of logic. And then I thought, well, if it's just here and everybody does it, then I'm just going to be like a dumbass, aren't I? So.
Yeah, Mafrucci Chuckles a presque skippé les checks de domaine et il a réalisé non, je dois le faire. Si c'est ici, je perdrai beaucoup de temps si c'est la seule magie.
D'accord, je vois. D'accord, merci. Du coup, je vais y aller. Merci beaucoup pour le restream. Thanks for restream and see you.
Oui, GG, bonne chance pour tes prochaines qualifs. Je crois que c'était sa 5e.
C'est ça, oui.
Et tu as 2 farfaits.
Ouais, j'ai fait 2 races.
Ouais, tu as 2 farfaits. Cette course c'était 971, je pense. Et puis tu as une autre plus de 900 et presque 800, c'est pas mal pour le moment. Donc, bonne chance pour tes prochaines qualifs. Tu es dans un bon classement pour potentiellement top 64, définitivement au moins une belle seed dans le Challenge Cup.
Oui.
Et à la prochaine, TJ.
Merci, bye bye.
See you, Mafrucci.
Yep. So, translation on the ending there, commenting briefly on what this does for Mafrucci's standings. This was his 5th qualifier. He has a 971 from this, he's got a 924, a 790, and 2 forfeits. So he's in a pretty good spot. Needs to drop the forfeits, evidently, but those are some pretty good scores. Still possible for the top 64 if he gets a couple more 900s. Otherwise, a high seed in CC at minimum. Chuckles, you yourself got a pretty good amount of points out of this here. Let's see, I can find you on this leaderboard again.
Yeah, I think that's got to be the most points that I think I probably was thinking I might have got like some like mid 900, but maybe because of how quick the seed is, probably
940.
Hopefully, there's a 9.
940, which is your highest score. Your previous highest is a 926.
Nice. Cool.
So that puts you in a pretty nice spot.
Nice.
Yeah,
Really
I've got a
good.
700 to get rid of, which I think I'm just gonna continue playing my ultra safe style, which I've been doing in the quals, except for deciding to go to fire.
I think your current score is a 3415, so yeah, you need to... If you can replace that 700 with a high 800s, low 900s, you could... Or high 800s or higher, you could make top 64 still. You're close to the cutoff at the moment, which is looking to be somewhere in 3,500 range, I want to say, right now.
Yeah, I was really expecting to... My goal was to kind of be in that top seeding for Challenge, but like that was kind of my goal, to be in that first quarter of the 64 downwards. But if I
certainly
get in there,
safe for that. You might even make your... Depending on how you do, you might make it higher.
I know, which is terrifying, really. Like, there's no way I deserve to be there, but yeah, it'll be fun playing in the top 64 I can get it, but if not, then I'll be around on Silver Gauntlets for the Challenge Cup.
I believe. Chuckles for top 64. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
It's possible here as GG's TJ finishing 44th,
GG's.
236.23. Need to hit the refresh button to see how many points he gets out of here. Moves. As Lefty's now on Ganon himself, yeah, I think it's really just they both went GTG, and I think that's one of the biggest difference makers in this seed is how early do you go there? That and it's the Colossus in really, and I think you go GTG if you don't go Colossus in, and well, that turned out to be a giant time sink.
Yeah, the OoT on Storm, or was it OoT for Storms was kind of scary for a while until it was just down to magic.
Yeah,
there was a chance that K-Stor could just be in the Storm's Grotto and cook for
when
us.
I saw that OoT hit, because I did the back of Lake hints as adult before water, because I really wanted to know what was on OoT, whether it's going to be Storms or Requiem. And when I fixed up the BK in Spirit, like in the adult lower part, I was like, okay, cool. So, you know, it's probably not AD for Spirit, but that's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, and seeing that big chest of child lower was really good.
Yeah, let's get our GGs ready for Lefty. Also, nice touch, calling yourself righty.
Yeah, I try and make something funny for when I'm on restream, but then I get really confused when I see like the name on Link to the Gore, and it's like, wait, why is the name different? Because I normally just have chuckles all the time.
Have an identity crisis.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess we never did see the other OoT copy. Did anyone else see it? Who finished?
Yeah. So yeah, GG's Lefty, 2:38.18, 50th place.
GG's.
I know TJ will be joining us after a short break, and we will see on Lefty here. Hey TJ, GG's.
Fuck you, Chuckles.
You owe me a beer.
Yeah, you will get one, no worries. That was fun.
GG's. How about that magic?
Well, thanks to the Ruler's Ladder, there was a lot of places where it could not have been.
Right.
So that helped me. I was thinking about gambling Ganons, because I had strength 3.
Yeah, I almost went there as well, just to see if it was out of logic. But
and I was like, what if it's just in shadow? I mean, it's always in shadow.
Yeah, in the end, I was just like, there's too many out of logic places that it could be that it would be like a 5% chance that it's there or something like that. So
I had Fire and Deku left, so I was like, yeah, but Deku was progressing anyway. I said, well, just go Fire.
Yeah, that made sense because there was a very good chance magic could just be in Deku.
Yeah, so I needed to do Deku anyway.
Dude, I can't believe you went to GTG. GTG sucks.
I mean, to be fair though, TJ missed that Colossus hint.
Yeah, I got it in Colossus.
Oh yeah. So
where was the other one?
It was Deku 2. The Deku 2 one.
The one.
Yeah, I only did Deku 1. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, so I skipped past GTG, and then I went to Fire instead of going to GTG looking for the magic. Because
yeah, but that makes sense. If you have the path to Colossus, I would not do GTG as well, because then I was in go mode. Well, magic, but...
Yeah, but even looking for the magic, like...
Yeah, but if you cross then, you just know that it can be in GTG, but... Meh.
Yeah, I was just being a Pepega, and I was like, nah, I'm not going GTG today. I've already skipped past it once. I'm going to continue skipping past it.
Yeah, Mafrucci metagamed if magic was in GTG, somebody would have subdued it, which, yeah.
Right, GTG with the vanilla ice arrows that had to feel.
That was a laugh. that was a laugh. It's like, okay, gee, thanks, game, much appreciated.
But overall, after a few misplays, falling in fire, I think I played pretty decent. I'm pretty happy.
For sure, yeah, you guys put on a good show today.
Yeah, I think like execution wise, it was pretty cool on my side. I was kind of happy with.
I guess my only
Like-
question is, what was going through you guys' heads in the first half hour?
Oh, jeez, yeah, bad.
Well, I'm happy with my opening round, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Valley
Just have
Lake
everything.
paid off. Field paid off big time.
I think the thing I was most impressed about was my rupee routing through through that opening bit, because I had 0 rupees going into I had needed to grind rupees to get the second grotto scrub in Lost Woods, and then I had to get more rupees to do the lonely scrub grotto. So I destroyed the beehive for 20 rupees. I thought that was pretty bog.
Nice.
And then I blew up some grass in Lake Hylia so I could do the fishing game. I was actually really annoyed with the long shot. I was like, I want rupees. I don't want a fucking long shot.
I did the lone scrub in Lost Woods and didn't have enough money for the one near SFM, so I did that one as an adult. Besides that, yeah, I think my rupee routing was on decent as well. I just cleared too much of CAC as well. I went too hard for the 20 skulls, even though all my hints were there fulfilled with the strength for water and the bow for forest.
Yeah, I got 10. I did Lon, played Thundersong, killed all the schools in Lon Ranch, then went to CAC and killed all the schools in CAC and got 10. Got the bow, which felt really good actually. I was like, wow, I could just go and do forest now.
Did forest first though, because I was like, yeah, what if Song of Time is just path and you just need to do vanilla and get it in the bow chest? Which was possible at that point.
Cool. I'm gonna dip and just let Lefty come in so he can have a chat. So,
all right, hey,
thanks
GG's
for...
Lefty.
Yeah,
I'm going for some dinner, so thanks for the restream.
I had a DM.
GG Lefty.
GG's, and good luck in your remaining calls.
Yeah, GG's guys. Good luck on the rest.
Thanks, and see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go. Okay, now I can talk.
Hey, welcome in. GG's Lefty.
Yeah, GG's mostly.
I guess I ask you the same thing. What do you think of that first half hour?
I think my first half hour went pretty well, right? Can't even remember what happened now.
Basically, you found every item in the game minus what? Magic and letter?
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I did. Jesus. Yeah, it was the early long shot and everything, and you had the early access to Water Temple. Yeah. I think everything else I did really well. I like that when I read I actually read the Deku Tree hints and got the Desert to Baronade thing. So that's why I rushed. Well, I didn't even rush Desert because I did all the GTG. But like, it was all just like, well, whatever's out there is going to lead me to letter. I'm just going to clear everything else on the way, and I will find magic at some point, I'm sure. And then I did not find magic at some point.
It makes perfect sense doing GTG first, though, because the chance of getting magic.
Yeah, and there were all those big chests in there, and it was just like, I really thought that I was going to get it. And then when it was Requiem in the Desert, I still did the few adult checks, which I guess lost time. And even then, I went back and almost finished Spirit. I don't know if I counted keys right, but I assume one of the keys was magic locked there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so, okay. Ah, man. But yeah, everything else, like, I felt like my routing was pretty good. I almost set it up where I only one-tripped through everything. So, just a little too thorough looking for magic when, Stone Fire Temple, who knew?
Let's rush Stone Fire forehead.
And again, that was the best magic, and there were still like 2 hour, 4 minute finishers. Someone They must have rushed Stone Fire Temple, I guess.
Yeah, I think everybody in top 10 just about just completely disregarded GTG.
I think so. Yeah, I'm not sure
Huh?
how else you get that kind of finish time.
Man, imagine disregard. I probably would have disregarded GTG, but like I did right side real quick because they're really fast checks, bow, then right side, and you see two big chests in the middle in the maze, and you're like, well, now I'm here.
Exactly.
Ah,
You feel kind of stuck at that point.
when all you need is magic, and sort of, because like that there could have been storms out there, and then you could have had more bait in other directions, but like, man, oh well. Still,
Still a good run, though. So how many more races do you have left, Lefty?
that was my 6th, so I can do 2 more.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and I'm pretty happy that one. I mean, the whatever score in this race knocked off my lowest score, so that helped me.
Yeah, for sure. You should have gotten. Yeah, you got 803 points out of this, which knocked your lowest score of yeah, knocked the previous
717.
something
I think.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
think my lowest was 717, so this knocked it out. Like, to be
yeah,
honest, that's been like my goal. Because I don't 100% know how the algorithm for all the points work, but I do know like every 10 minutes is like 100 points. So if you can finish within half hour of 7th place, you can get 800. So I'm actually decently happy that I finished right inside there. But man, it could have been better.
yeah. You're currently at 3184 with that, which is puts you should be solidly somewhere in the middle of CC, I think.
I would take it. I want to try to put. I mean, I had 2 races to go. I want to push to above 3,200 because I think that was like where the cutoff was last year. But we'll see
I
what
think it was
happens.
3000 for CC last year, 3400 for top
Oh
64
well.
last year.
Oh well. I don't know. I still want to try to get to 32. We'll see what
Oh,
happens. But
no, that's absolutely a goal, which you're at 3184. You're not far off that.
yeah, I only got to gain 16 points. Ooh.
I believe.
But yeah, thank you for the restream and everything.
Jeez, yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
I am also out of things. GG's.
GG.